Juan Pablo Montoya noticed weird radio message from Lewis Hamilton at Spanish GP. Lewis Hamilton rolled back the years for Mercedes with a stellar recovery drive in Barcelona at the weekend, but Juan Pablo Montoya admits he was surprised at how defeatist the seven-time world champion was in the immediate aftermath of his collision with Kevin Magnussen. Hamilton was looking to gain some ground from the start on those in front but soon found himself dropping to the back after suffering a puncture from a collision with Magnussen. The Brit sounded despondent immediately afterwards, suggesting it would be better to retire the car. "I would save this engine, guys, if I was you," Hamilton told his team over the radio on lap 5. "I'm sorry." Toto Wolff explained in his response why it was in fact better for Hamilton to stay out on the track. He said, "If you can't go in the top positions, you are creating a lot of mileage. You are learning. We are racers. We never give up." From then on, Hamilton appeared to have some newfound pace in his Mercedes car as he quickly shot up the order. At the midway point of the race, Hamilton was competing with the frontrunners for the fastest lap. By lap 33, he had moved into the points and following his final pit stop, Hamilton moved up into fourth after overtaking Carlos Sainz with these. He was forced to give the space back to Sainz with Mercedes wary of a leak on the power unit forcing a retirement. But the evidence was there that Hamilton now had a car underneath him capable of challenging with the best on the grid. Hamilton was outqualified by teammate George Russell again and finished behind his compatriot for the fifth consecutive race. However, Montoya reckons Hamilton has now regained his confidence in the car following the weird radio message to Mercedes at the start of the Spanish Grand Prix and will be a much stronger threat to Russell in the long run. "I think George, in one-lap pace, is doing a much better job than Lewis," Montoya said on Sky Sports' Any Driven Monday. "He's getting more out of the car in one lap. But you look at what Lewis did on Sunday. It's kind of weird that he went on the radio and told the guy let's park the car and kind of gave up. I understand why he did that, being at the back and thinking there is nothing to do and the car hasn't been competitive the last few races. I think it was a surprise for him how quick the car was through the race, and if he didn't have the incident on the first lap, he probably would have had a chance to win the race. I think he got excited halfway through the race when he started getting into the points and he saw his pace being really quick. I think that got him excited to run harder and harder and harder. When Lewis is on his E-game it's hard. George can do a job on one lap, but he's got a lot to learn from Lewis on race pace. That's where Lewis, thing when Valtteri was there, the pace of Lewis on the races was incredible.